Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are playing Strategy, the Demigod Wanderer, for Dieselrobin Season 5. And, gosh, when did we last see this character? I guess maybe we picked up a second rune in Snake? That sounds about right. Still haven't gotten this Quickblade enchanted up much more, right? Like, they've each taken a turn with this guy, and it was level 6 last time I looked, so I assume we just haven't found any, which is too bad. But our defenses are looking a lot more solid than they were. 41 armor is like a lot. I gather that a lot of this is because we found some plate armor. I forget if that was me or someone else. Must have been someone else because I remember Blink being more castable than this. But it's a little castable, so we could work on that. All right, let's do a character inventory here. Assessment. We've got decent resists, not great. We've got like the big three, so to speak, and one pip in each, which is enough. We're still wearing this Ring of Protection from Fire, and this +4 Ring of Evasion. It's too bad we don't have anything better. Yeah, this character's been a little bit underwhelming. But okay. Forget this Ring of Fire. Like, I'm never going to use that. We already have a Ring of Protection from Fire, and I don't really envision myself wanting 2 pips of fire resistance so badly that I would give up my cold resistance. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll keep it. Somebody thought it was important, and we have together with the Ring of Ice, we can get up to 2 pips of either resist, which I guess is nice. Okay, skill-wise, what are we up to? All right, we're a little drained, but not badly. We're training throwing, which throwing is a good skill, no question. I'm not very good at using it, and I'm playing the character next, and what I have to do is not kill monsters. I have to, well, let me tell you what we have to do. We have to get a 3rd rune from either Slime, Abyss, or Vaults. If it were up to me, I would take Slime. Yeah, the Royal Jelly isn't even resistant to electricity, so I think it would be just a complete pushover. Easy 3rd rune. But we have as a bonus goal for this character to get our 3rd rune on Abyss 5. So, of course, you can't find the Slimy rune on Abyss 5, so it will have to be the Abyssal rune. And we could choose not to do this, but I think we can do just fine in Abyss. And it's worth, that is to say, the extra danger, I think, to try to go for some extra points. And if we get into some really dire situations, I can see if Pleasing Fungus or Wheels are around, although I think right now they are not. So I might, in fact, if I'm in a really bad spot and I think I might die, I'll probably actually sign off. Yeah, let me just rest here. Sign off and ask them for help when we're both online sometime. So, okay, so Abyss. Anyway, my point is, what I really want for Abyss is like Blink, Regen, Haste would be nice, Apportation, Passage of Galubria, lots of translocation spells to get away from enemies, to get towards items. So I am just going to train nothing but translocations to get this stuff going. And something I was looking at earlier is that Potions of Brilliance would be a great help. We're not wearing Gourmand or anything, are we? No, of course not. Potions of Brilliance would be a great help in getting those spells that are not exactly castable to a more acceptable threshold. So, okay, yeah, so we have... we don't have... Oh, wait, you already learned it? No, we don't have Apportation. No access to Apportation this game. That's too bad. But we do have the Book of Burglary, which contains Passage of Galubria, which is at 71%. Pretty bad. But it will be a little bit better with our Drain gone, and a lot better with Brilliance. So I do want to go learn that spell. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. Okay. And with Brilliance, we can cast all of those spells quite reliably, which is important. I wish we could also cast Apportation, because that's like almost the most valuable spell for stealing runes. It's a little strange, actually, now that I think about it, that it's not in the Book of Burglary, since it's such an important burglary spell. But, there you have it, it's not. So, we could head to Abyss now. However, Elf is open to us, right? I haven't looked at that yet. Let me go check the rules real quick here. I want to open this. I'm so dumb. I can't use keyboards. Copy. You guys are not going to be able to see this, but it's not that exciting. I'm just looking up the rules. Regular missions. New places, Elf. Yeah, so as soon as you do mission 3, which we did ages ago, you're allowed into Elf whenever you want. So I think I'm going to start there. I'm going to head to Elf to gain a little more experience, get some stuff more castable, and who knows, maybe find Apportation. Oh, what's on my shopping list? Potions. Is this one of the characters with a ton? Oh, what are my consumables like? We have a Wand of Heal Wounds with 2 scrolls of recharging. Pretty plentiful. And very plentiful if you consider the 14 potions of Heal Wounds that we also own. 4 scrolls of Immolation, which I just cannot see ever wanting. So if I need to drop something, that'll be it. We have 4 scrolls of Blinking, pretty good. 9 scrolls of Teleportation, pretty good again. A fan of Gales, inexplicably, are 1 evocable. Okay. Yeah, the Centaur is not much of a concern. Yeah, and we'll head into Elf. I believe we could do Crypt as well if we wanted. I don't know if Crypt was finished or what. Or if we just dove it. Crypt 1 actually does look finished. 2 also looks finished. My goodness, somebody was industrious. Crypt 3, I can see that we maybe attempted to clear it and then decided it was a terrible idea. Yeah, one of these is a Flying Skull, is Curse Skull rather. Yeah, I overheard when I guess Wheels was diving Crypt, and he got to the bottom and I guess dicked around for a little while, and then got himself into a bad situation where it looked dangerous, and then he was like, "All right, I quit. Your turn, Pleasing Fungus." I think that was this character. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up, but I think so. Anyway, we're gonna head to Elf, and if we need more experience, we can get it from Crypt if we have to for some reason. So this could be a longish mission, because our goal is to get another rune, but there's more stuff that I think we want to do in between before that happens. This looks good. I don't need any Identify, do I? No, I do have 12 leftover scrolls already. So honestly, we should be, as long as we play with some amount of caution, we should be well equipped to handle Elf. None of these guys, right? We just want to manage engagements so that we don't have annihilators shooting crystal spears at us while there's a Blade Master stopping us from getting at them or whatever dumb thing, and Demonologist summoning a bunch of demons. A bunch of fiends, I should say. And look, Passage of Glubria is already at 58. Blink is at 10. We should be at our goal level before too long. And then I can start working on charms and try to get regen going a little bit more reliably. What? That door is a closet. Yeah, but regen right now is actually 30. Not as bad as I thought it was. But I really just want Blink available. That's such an important tool. Alright, this Glaive is not such a cool dude, but it seems like we're doing fine against him. It takes a large number of attacks to kill monsters, but not a large number of turns. Pleasing Fungus was... We were talking about like how strong and weak the various characters are. And this character feels weak because you have to attack everything so many times to kill it. But it's actually not weak. It just has what Pleasing Fungus called a bad tab feel. I'm not sure if this is by analogy to mouthfeel or what, which is a weird phrase, but just it feels bad to tab with this guy, I guess, is the idea. And I agree with that. There's a lot of dancing weapons on this floor. There aren't usually, like, there's some in Elf, but not usually all that many. Let's back up. What is... There's an invisible thing in front of me, apparently. Alright, it looks like I killed it. And an elementalist, I suppose? What is this cloud of flame? Oh, the tree caught fire. That's pretty cool. Well, let's not walk into that, huh? Yeah, one of the deep elf mages hit it with a lightning bolt, I guess. Okay, great. It's all going fine. So many dancing weapons. Weird. Alright, let's... You know what? Let's drop... They're carrying throwing nets, and people love throwing nets, and I know they're good, but I just can't use them, so I always forget. I don't know, maybe I'll run into an Ancient Lich or something in the Abyss, and I'll be really happy to have it. But I will not be really happy to have Scrolls of Immolation, so I don't mind dropping them, even though I don't need a bread ration either. Ooh, Scroll of Enchant Armor, huh? My plate mail, please. Great. Passage Equilibria is 38. The main thing I want out of Elf, the one thing I want, is just apportation. Experience would be nice. Like, it would be great to be a higher level and have more skills, but if I come out of here with just apportation, I'll be thrilled. It really is a very useful component in stealing any rune, particularly Abyss, I think. I don't know about particularly Abyss. Abyss as well as all the others, I guess. Right, because you want to be able to, like, get the rune without having to approach all of the Guardians. I guess more so in Abyss because you can never clear the floor anyway, so ninjaing is an even more obviously reasonable choice. It's not like in, say... Oh. In Lair, like, you want to finish clearing Lair, say, so that next time you're in Lair, there's not, like, a bunch of dangerous monsters. Ooh, another one. Thank you. Yeah, let's enchant up again. I'd love some Scrolls of Enchant Weapon, for example. But anyway, like, in the normal connected branches, it's advantageous to clear floors out so that you can later travel through them more safely. Whereas in the Abyss, that's just not a concern. You're never going to go through the floor again. And so it's even more obviously right to steal the rune than it is in a normal floor. I'm not going to go into the Hall of Blades because it can be quite dangerous, and the main reward, which is loot, is like the best thing we could possibly hope to find there would be like a +6 quick blade of electrocution. Right, and we already have exactly that. So there's just no reason to mess around with it. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. I guess I was a little surprised to see an ogre in Elf, but I don't know, you see orcs in Elf sometimes, so I thought maybe it was just an ogre who would come in from orc or something. I didn't really think it through too clearly. Ooh, I'm not sure if I've seen this one with all the lava. Is this the end vault, or is it just another vault? Oh, Elven Fire? What? What is that? Alright, let's back up a bit here. Can I kill this Deep Elf Mage, please? There we go, got him. Are Molten Gargoyles? Yeah, of course they're resistant to electricity, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about an 8-headed Hydra shapeshifter. Alright, what's for sale? What do you guys got? A bunch of fire stuff, huh? The Papyrus of the Volcanoes. Unlikely that we want it, but you never know. We did start the game with some fire skill, but it's basically just a bunch of fireball spells. I mean, pretty much every fire spell is also a conjuration, so not really that relevant. And it's not like there's a Lamp of Fire, which could be pretty cool. I saw a shop, and I was like, yeah, they're going to have apportation, even though, like, odds are, for any given shop, you know, how likely is it really to have apportation? Not that likely. Potion of Cure Mutation. That'll be actually handy to carry in the Abyss. I find it super hard to imagine I'm ever going to want this dagger again. Or Vulnerability. We're not using any hexes. If somebody else wants those, they can come back and pick them up. Alright, I'm going to try to explore a little bit carefully here to avoid just blundering into the vault at the end. I'm in a Zot trap, which slowed me and confused me. Alright. At least it was just one Deep Elf. Ooh, another one, huh? I don't know that I want to enchant my shield, but maybe I should. Like, I guess I'll put it off at least until we're done with Elf. Because who knows, maybe we find this excellent, like, Helmet of See Invisible or whatever. Something that is better than what we have if we enchant it up. And in that case, I would rather have... Like, you'd usually prefer armor to shield points in general. There's a lot of stuff that can damage you that checks armor but can't be blocked. Oh. Did I find the end vault, or what is the deal here? Also, is our magic resistance garbage? It appears to be a little bit garbage. I don't know. I guess, like... I'm not too concerned, actually. Just come at me, bros. Yeah, they're just killing themselves with reflection. The slow is not such a big concern. Let's keep repel missiles on, I guess, is a pretty good policy in general. And I don't remember if on this server I do or don't have the special glyphs for raw stone. I think I do. So I should recognize the elf vault just at a glance. Where should it be? Here, probably. Let's mark this area as off limits for now. And I suppose it's possible that it's over here somewhere, but it doesn't seem like there's enough room for it, really. We are on Elf 3, yeah, okay. New ring. Resist corrosion, okay. Not going to be useful this episode, but maybe in the future. When we head into slime, or... I don't know, I guess we're done with depths, so it's not like we're... Oh, here's the end vault, alright, okay. You know, it's not like we're going to clear depths again. We've already done that, so we're not going to run into any caustic shrikes. That's a little awkward. I wish we had, like, a wand of hasting. Oh, how's our spell looking? 21? That's fine. I can leave it there and switch into charms, I guess. For haste. Haste and regen would both be nice to get a little bit better. Hunger-wise, of course, all these spells are quite hungering, but it's not really a big concern. We're not casting them often at all. And I think we're going to just try and tab this Crystal Guardian with regen up. See how that goes. Because he's resistant to our electricity, but it is a quick blade that's +6. Like, even though he has heavy armor, it's eventually going to do damage to him on occasion. Yeah, no problem. So, do we have... Oh, we just left that on the ground? I cannot abide this decision. Let's drop Lightning and Paralysis. We just don't have enough Evo for those to be super relevant. Alright, back to Elf, please. I wanted to dig myself a kill hole and I couldn't because we didn't have Disintegration. You know, we're not winning any high scores by not winning any high scores by all this back and forth, but it hardly matters. So how are we going to dig this out? You can't exactly make a good kill hole out of this spot, can you? Not really. This is the best you can do, and it's open on both ends. So I guess we're going to go over here. We could try digging into this, I suppose. What would that look like? You would dig like this, I suppose, first. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that. I'm just going to dig the obvious easy kill hole over on this side. Now, maybe we could dig a kill hole like this or something, but I'm not entirely certain how far this extends. How far it's stone, rock versus stone. You know what, we have plenty of disintegration. Let's try digging it out like this. Yeah, that works out okay. Maybe we could have done a little bit better. These Crystal Guardians are the worst. It's not what you expect to find when you go to Elf, you know? You're planning, you know, you're what do they call it when, like, you're hunting? Oh, I saw an Elementalist. You go loaded for elk, maybe? Loaded for? Like, we came here loaded for elf. And not for a bunch of Crystal Guardians. Alright, there's a Demonologist, so you want to stay out of his line of sight. Get into the kill hole before anything bad can happen. 6 furry, yeah. 6 furry's all charged up, which, you know, I don't really understand how these guys react to electricity at all. They, like, get healed by electricity, but if you hit them with a lot of electricity, then, I don't know, something weird happens. They explode. So who knows? Is it good or bad to attack them with electricity? I don't even know. We don't have to make that decision because it's pretty much all we've got is electricity. But all these elves are just not much of a concern. Regeneration is getting a little bit better already. Good. What? No, don't keep eating. Thank you, by the way, whoever did that, for changing it to a yes or no only, please. Because I would just tab through it, or hit space or whatever, and it'd be like, what should I? And it would be like, yeah, of course, stop eating. I'm like, I don't think that's hardly ever what I intend when I'm, like, pressing tab. Like, or pressing, like, space to skip mores or whatever. I don't mean, yeah, please just assume I'm in mortal danger and need to stop eating. Doesn't seem, I don't know. Was it a good default? Who knows? It was the safe default, and it's sort of hard to argue against that, right? Like, players might be a little annoyed if the default is to stop eating, as indeed I was. But if the default is to continue eating, you know, the players might die, and that really annoys players. So, you know, you got to balance those decisions. Is the High Priest coming? I'm standing here so that he'll see me. I guess not. Alright. Well, come get me. Oh, he blinked. I thought he died. But no, he just blinked. There's a Death Mage. Yeah, we don't mind killing him twice, really. All these elves, who cares? They're Runed Buckler we're not interested in. More Crystal Guardians I am not a fan of. There's a Deep Elf Blade Master. I'll just take him this far. Oh, more recharging. That's great. Oh, I actually don't want to fight the Crystal Guardian in my kill hole because his bolts bounce off of walls. So I would rather fight him out in the open and only get hit once by his bolts. As long as there aren't a bunch of other elves, it should be fine. There goes the Crystal Guardian. Yeah, I don't really mind if you animate that one wall. Just leave my kill hole alone, will you? Just get the Elementalist, please. There we go. Just barely managed to keep the kill hole alive. Alright, he's seen us. In we go. And we're just sort of like an elf blender in here with this quick blade. Elves are not cut out to deal with. Are you for reals? Two of them? Like one with this ending with the Crystal Guardians is dumb. That's my professional opinion. Yeah, so we're going to be taking double damage now. But it's better than taking triple damage by fighting with 3 of them in sight at once. Why am I slow? What happened? Did I get a miscast effect from haste or something silly? Yes. From regen. I got slowed by miscasting regen. That's interesting. I mean, it's not like it's super uncastable. It's at 24%. It's so rare that you experience a miscast effect that actually does something bad to you as opposed to just not making the spell happen. That, like, I forget it can happen. We might need to teleport out of here because I think this is only the second Crystal Guardian, so there's another one behind this. And we are taking... Well, actually, now that we've got regen up and we're not slowed anymore, we're doing okay. And it looks like that was the last one, and I just misremembered how many there were. Okay, great. Anyone? Come get me. Oh my god, more crystal statues. Hello? There he is. Oh, don't fight out in there. Yeah, fight out in the open. That's the plan. We'll just hold down tab. What's the worst thing that could happen, right? Hope teammates aren't watching, but I'm pretty sure they're not, so there. Oh my god! I don't know if I've ever gotten the Crystal Guardian in. There's so many of them. It's cool that there's variety. It's just, like, weird that the variety is very concentrated, so to speak. There's one ending that is very different from all the others, as opposed to like a bunch of endings that have various amounts of variety, is the word I was looking for there. So I don't know, just weird. I would prefer, like, Elf is sort of set up so that at the ending you expect... Oh, he is wielding... We have that in another one of our games. I don't know. You expect to fight a particular set of things, and there's just this one ending where that expectation is not met. It's not necessarily bad. I just think it's kind of bad that there's exactly one ending that's different from all the others. If none of them set up an expectation of fighting a particular monster type, then that would be fine. Maybe it's fine as it is. It just seems very weird and it's hard to prepare for. You know, you build a character that you're like, yeah, I should have no trouble with elf, but this particular elf ending is way different from all the others, and you actually do have trouble with it. I don't know. Maybe that's a desired feature, but it seems weird as a player. Is there like... I always spell that wrong. There is an elf corpse to eat right here. Not so happy about the Brimstone Fiend right now. Or the Tormentor. I think we need to get out of here. How exactly do we do that? Let's look at our spells. First one I notice, Blink. Could be good. Passage of Galubria could get us a little more distance. I think we're not yet in such danger that it's necessary to spend a scroll of blinking. So let's just try. What do I have in terms of escape options if I need them? Mostly it's like a bunch of heal wounds. And I have teleport and blinking if I need them, but I'd rather save those because they are invaluable in the abyss. Teleport especially. Blink is invaluable everywhere. So what I want to do is oh, I have 4 potions of brilliance. Okay, so I want to just cast a Passage of Galubria, but I have to decide where to put it. I think we're going to go up this way towards the stairs over here. I could go this way, which is more direct, but it's closer to the Brimstone Fiend. If I come up this way, it's not. There we go. Now let's re-Galubria. That hurts a little. But the Tormentor is not going to be able to finish us off. The only ranged spell he has is Torment, so he can just reduce your health a little. He can't actually kill you. Alright, the Demonologist is still causing trouble. But now that we're in melee with him, he's no problem. He's really only a problem if you can't deal with him quickly. Oh, alright. Well, we're on Abyss 3. Okay, should be exciting. We got to shortcut some of the early Abyss, that's nice. Let's drop the Ring of Ice then, since we have this one's like just better. Unless we're going to cast ice spells and care about the level they're at, which is just not true. I guess arguably I should have what I should have worn my Ring of Magic Resistance at some point, or like at least investigated what the chances were of being abyssed. But I'm just like not too worried about it. It's like if we get abyssed, who cares? So I'm gonna just head to Abyss 5, I think. Or at least make that my rough goal. And, you know, if we end up escaping first, then that's fine. And if we don't, that's fine. He blew himself up! What a sucker! Let's Passage of Galubria to, like, up there. See ya. Now he's lost sight of us, which is nice. Yeah, he still knows where we are, though. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk quite a ways away. And then put a Passage of Galubria down. and just go back to where we were earlier and walk away. See ya. And they asked me what I would cast, why I would want Passage of Galubria. Actually, I guess what they actually asked me is, what do you want with Potions of Brilliance? And I was like, I'm going to cast Passage of Galubria. Obviously. This is like a weird... I've seen this vault a number of times, and sometimes there's some good stuff in here. I don't really know if there always is or what. Like a stair or a rune, depending on where you are, maybe could be in here. I'm not sure. It's also like way bigger than... It always seems like you're... I must be at the end by now, right? But then you find out, no, you're not. There's a bunch more left. Alright, looks like there was nothing in here. I guess that's life. You know what? Actually, this video's gone on for a bit of time, and Abyss, you never know with Abyss how long it's going to take. So I'm going to sort of proactively split the video here, and we'll continue diving in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.